More of America's allies are getting involved in Iraq. France says it will now join the U.S. in sending weapons to Kurdish resistance forces in their fight against Islamic State jihadists. Meanwhile, the British Prime Minister has cut short his holiday to deal with the Iraqi crisis. We can now turn to our correspondent in London, Polly Boyko, for more details on this. Well, Polly, do tell us why this rapid European response taking place now.
Well, David Cameron's scheduled to be chairing a meeting of the government's emergency committee, COBRA, right now. And he had been on holiday and he'd come in for some criticism for failing to cut short that holiday and come back to Britain and take charge of the government's response to what's going on in Iraq. But he is under growing pressure to launch military strikes against IS forces. A number of politicians here have been speaking in favor of stepping up Britain's involvement in Iraq, and the media has been talking extensively about the threat posed by IS forces' advance through the country. But at the moment, British involvement has been limited to humanitarian assistance, so aid drops over northern Iraq on a mountain there where tens of thousands of refugees are trapped with no food and no water. And the Ministry of Defence also in the past 24 hours have said that they're sending some helicopters to try and rescue refugees from the area. But yesterday, RAF Tornado jets were sent over to Cyprus and then on to Iraq. Now, the Ministry of Defence has reiterated that it was just a humanitarian mission, but given the choice of these jets, that can be stepped up very, very quickly. These Tornado jets can either be used as surveillance aircraft, as they are now, or they can be armed with bombs and used to carry out military strikes. So their role can be changed very quickly. And given that France has just announced, as you've said, that they will be providing weapons for the Kurds to help fight off that onslaught of IS forces, David Cameron, I think, is going to have a pretty busy day back in the office today. He's going to have a fair few decisions to make, and we're going to keep you updated on any news that comes out of that COBRA meeting.